Hello everybody. How are we doing? How's today going? Okay, just a quick one. I'm here to educate us, give us an insight about data analysis. Okay, now the general term is called analytics, giving meaning to raw data, grouping them, making sense out of them, and using them for decision making. That is data analytics. But an aspect of analytics is analysis, the process of regenerating, regrouping, and refining through filtering raw data collected for decision making. So today I'm going to be walking us through, pardon me, my name is Francis Adegbe. I'm a data analyst, a creative designer, and a web developer. Okay, I'll be walking us through, and we'll be making use of Excel spreadsheet, as you can see. Okay, Excel is a very powerful data tool for data mining. Of course, the advanced levels are outside Excel, but trust me, if you have your hands on deck on Excel, you can do amazing stuff. You will agree with me that today most NGOs and government parastatals deals with data. In fact, there is no organization currently running in this digital age that doesn't mine data. Whether you like it or not, the information of our staff, name, location, gender, salary, income, all right, and some other little data have been collated in a centralized system known as database. Okay, so every organization has profiling of every of our staff, either security, the janitor, or the managing director, the marketers, the sales rep, front desk support. All of these persons' data are collected. All right. Now, this goes a long way to tell us that data cannot be underrated, whether you like it or not. You deal with data every day. Even you as a person, from the time you wake up, you start analyzing. Oh, today is Friday. Okay, I'll be at the office from 9 till 2. Okay, by 12 I should go for lunch. Okay, all of these things you are doing are data in its raw form, and you are processing them immediately. All right, scheduling all of those time, what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to be, what your target is to end for the day. All these are data. All right, so you can't overrate data and you can't underrate data. All right, Excel is a very friendly sheet, but very strict. In case you give it a wrong command, Excel is going to throw you an error, a very serious error at that. Okay, so for the sake of those that are seeing Excel for the first time and are interested in data, I'm going to be advising us, let's pay keen attention to this. Okay, let's pay keen attention to this, please. All right, I'll make it as slow as possible so that everybody watching this video is going to benefit from this. Okay, I'll make sure everybody benefits from this, and that is to go a long way to tell us that okay, a quick one. I'm going to be doing something. Let's look at this is an overview of Excel sheet. This is how an Excel sheet typically looks. Okay, I'm going to hit Ctrl N for a new sheet. This is how an Excel sheet looks. If you open an Excel for the first time, it's going to name it book 1 and blah blah blah. We have a file. These are the command bars: file, home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, and view. This is for basics, for those that does the office typing, day-to-day typing, collation of information and the likes. Okay, but for an analyst, you will have to take it a step higher. These are just the shortcuts for the home functionalities. Okay, these are called ribbons for the home functionalities. Okay, the ribbons. Okay, now if you look at here, this information is called name box. This tells us the active cells that is being selected. If I come here now, you see it changes based on the cells that is being selected. Okay, so the name box does the naming, makes you know where you are, what you are doing, or what you are working on. Okay, all right. So here is from here. If I highlight it, I've highlighted everything. We have our Excel spreadsheet. All right, we have our Excel spreadsheet. This doesn't have, it has a definite end, but it is of wide duration. It can extend to 2 namings, 3 namings, 4 namings, as the case may be. All right, depending on the data we are working on. All right, so quickly, we are going to be enabling something. I call it the developer mode. All right, developer mode is an additional command bar that enables an analyst to do an advanced functionality. Okay, for us to enable that, I'll click on file. All right, then you come on options. Okay, this is going to pop up. Then when you come on options, you just click on the customize tab, customize ribbon. Okay, now these are all of the ribbons that are active. By default, the developer option is not enabled because it is assumed everybody using it for the first time is not a professional. So it's only professional that comes here. Then just check that box. All right, click on OK. Then you discover we have our developer command bar here. You can see this has to do with a lot of stuff. It carries our Visual Basic, our macros, a lot of stuff that we're going to be using. You can see, you can start coding a sheet, tell a sheet, oh, do this, no, do that, do this, do that, don't do this. You can see. Okay, so this is our code view. You can see Excel does more than what you just think it does. All right, so I'll be closing this and it takes us back. All right, we have our design mode. Okay, just like Microsoft Access, for those that have used Access and know what Access can do. All right, so we have a lot to learn. Okay, so we'll not dwell too much on this. Okay, I'll quickly migrate us back to my other sheet. Now this sheet you are looking at, this is a sheet I did an analysis for Benue rice farmers. Okay, sometime in May early this year. All right, Benue rice farmers, we did collation of data. We went to the field, enumerators got data, and it's been mined. You can see the data set. Okay, specific location, the name, the business name, date, phone number, the gender, number of the year in business, the hectares, the number of acres or hectares, whatever. So now all of these data are being mined. All right, these data are being mined. All right, this, you can see a lot of cash. How much does this farmer spend on all of these things you are seeing? Okay, it can come in different formats. All right, these questionnaires were collected on paper, so we had to transfer it to soft view, just the way you're saying it. This is where each questionnaire for a farmer ends. When I scroll down, you're going to see the next farmer, which is, you can see farmer number 2 and other details. So data vary for every farmer. Okay, so now when I got this data, the first thing that got to my mind was you have to run a quick analysis of, because this data will be used for decision making. Farmers are supposed to be helped. Okay, the idea is to use the data, mine it, run an in-depth analysis, and get those farmers that are creditworthy. Okay, there are conditions that are attached to this creditworthiness and not creditworthiness. Okay, so that we can liaise with the financial institution to, oh, look, based on the analysis we've gotten from the raw data we got from these farmers, this set of persons are creditworthy. You are sure if you give them 10 million, in 6 months time, in 1 year time, you are going to get your 10 million naira back, and they are going to make their own interest. All right, this is to alleviate poverty in the society and make everybody have a better standard of living. All right, so after that, I did a quick analysis. This is where my analysis started from. Okay, this is for each farmer. Now I started collecting specific information. You can see now the location, the year, the hectare in total, how many the person used particularly, and the season, how many seasons does this person farm rice, is the land he or she is using, is it on rent or he or she owns it? All right, and some of all of these costs. Okay, these are the production costs. Okay, then we got here, and we had to do some in-depth query. Okay, we need to query it. You can see that this is for each farmer. All right, for each farmer. All right, so when this query is being run for each farmer based on the column numbering, if I scroll to the right hand side, you see that a particular condition has been satisfied and information has been generated. Okay, information are being generated based on the information that is being met for each farmer. Okay, these are conditions. Now these are advanced analysis. Now when we come to the next sheet, you see I have my sheet credit-worthy farmers. Now this will go a long way to tell. Just one cell is going to tell you based on the previous analysis, oh, this farmer is credit-worthy. Okay, this farmer is not credit-worthy. All right, so all of this is going to run through for all of the farmers. Okay, then when I scroll to the right again, I did an in-depth analysis. I was like, credit-worthy farmers, you should pick me credit-worthy farmers. You should sum the total of those that are credit-worthy, and you should sum the total of those that are not credit-worthy. Now for this column, now for this is going to pick. Now look at the condition up here. It said if this person is not credit-worthy, you should append 0 as the value, else you should append 1. Okay, meaning that I'm going to go to the left hand side, meaning that if this cell, which is cell B21, if it's tagged not credit worthy, you should assign a value 0 to this field, else if the person is credit worthy, you should assign 1. Now this is a complex condition. Okay, why I'm walking us through this, I'm not telling us to cram this, I'm just trying to let us know what we can do with advanced analysis. Okay, now look at it, and automatically I've automated this sheet. For every farmer that is being imputed, the information is being picked, and I will know if this farmer is credit worthy or not. Now just at a glance, I know that 6% of the total farmers that were interviewed does 2-season farming, while 94% of them do not do irrigation. 75% of them don't use tractors, meaning they are still living on subsistence farming. And you can see that 38% of them only keep record. All right, so that is what we can get. Now with this information, raw information I got, I was able to generate good analysis for this NGO to make their decision. Oh, out of these 60 persons we interviewed, only 16 persons are worthy of this loan we want to give them. All right, only 16 persons are worthy. Then when you come here, you see a lot of other analysis I did. 58 of them are actually losing in this their farming business. So any business you go into, you are losing. I don't think you should be classified as business anyway. So that is that on that. So I'll be taking us back to our book 1. We're going to do something very quick. All right, so we're going to pick gender. We're going to pick production costs. Okay, we're going to income, then ROI, return on investment, then percentage gain. All right, so generally I'm going to just do something random. Okay, I'll say male, I'll say female, I'll say female. I'm doing for 10 persons. I'll say male, female, male, female. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. All right, production cost, let's say 5,000 naira. Let's say this one is 7,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 1,000 naira. Okay, 2,000 naira, 1,000 naira, 7,000 naira. All right, 23,000 naira. Okay, 23,000 naira. 48,000 naira. 12,000 naira, 14,000 naira, and 45,000 naira. This is the production cost. Okay, this is a randomly generated information. I just want us to run a quick stuff on it, and let's see how analysis can be very, very interesting. Okay, now this person made let's say 12,000 naira. I'm going to be entering the value randomly. It's not as if this value was gotten from anywhere. I'm going to be entering it randomly. Okay, now we want to know return on investment. Now we all know that what you spent in executing a business is your production cost. Okay, now when you remove your production cost from anything you get as income, the leftover becomes your return on investment. So invariably we are saying that we are going to be subtracting production cost from income, then whatever is left is our return on investment. It can either be positive and it must be negative. It can either or negative, sorry. Now that goes to tell us that it's either you're making profits in business or you're making loss in business. Okay, so a quick one, what are we going to do? We're subtracting production costs from income costs. All right, so now in Excel, before you run any calculation, your equal to sign is the first thing you want to hit. All right, put your equal to sign, then you hit the income, then you put your subtraction sign, then you hit your production cost, then hit your enter key. That gives us a return. If it's positive, it means the person made gain, but if it's negative, it means the person made loss. So I will just hit here and drag it all through, and it does the calculation for other guys, the same calculation. All right, now this is how flexible Excel can be. I know somebody is nodding his or her head now. Oh, this is getting nice. Yes, it can be even nicer than this. All right, the more you get to work with data, the better for you. All right, so you can see invariably from here, we notice that 1, 2, 3, 4 persons already made loss. Now what is the percentage gain? All right, how do we calculate percentage? All right, how do we calculate percentage? If you want to calculate percentage, you do this: equal to your income divided by your production cost. Hit it, then just hit this, and you come on the home tab, then look under the general, just hit percentage. Now this person made a whooping sum of 240% on return of investment. Are you getting this? Because the production cost was 5,000, person made 12,000. If you made extra 5,000, that is 100%. Okay, you now made extra 2,000 naira. That's a whooping amount of money, if you ask me. So you draw through just the way we did the first one, you're going to get it. So percentage doesn't go for negation. It only tells you that this person made a negative loss of 29%. Okay, 29% loss. This person made a negative loss of 22%. This person made a negative loss of 81%. All right, this person made a negative loss of what? 200%, and like that. So now after that being done, we want to count say number of males, then we say number of female. All right, so when we do that, if you double click this, it's going to extend and fit that in. All right, do this, and let's make these guys bold. All right, let's make them bold, and let's wrap them. Okay, now we want to count. Instead of counting one by one to make a mistake, we use a command to check. Then the command goes thus: don't forget your equal sign, equal to count if. Okay, we're using the count if condition. Count if this, okay, that cell is equal to, you put your parentheses, you put the query male, okay, should do what? 1. All right, let's not make it complex. Okay, let's count number of male on this cell. Just do this. You say count if, double click, then click this and drag it through. Click this and press the shift key, and that's we've ranged it. We want it to count through all this, the number of male. Then I'll put comma. All right, then I'll do this. All right, it's as easy as that. Now what I just did was I asked it, oh young man, please look through this cell from this cell D5 through to cell D14. Please count the number of those that are having the tag or the text male. You can see, and that's what the guy exactly did for me. So if we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The same thing we are going to do for the female. We put equal to count if. Okay, that means we want a condition to be met. Click the first cell, press your shift key, click the last cell. That is the range. Put a comma, then in your double quotes type what? Female, like that. Then you close the bracket, just hit your enter. Good. And we've successfully counted that. All right, if peradventure I change anything here, let's say 1 to female, and I hit enter, you will see that it automatically updates. And here, let's assume here I change it back to male, it updates. If I change this to another male, it updates. Now this is how flexible you can automate a cell. This is how flexible you can automate a cell. Okay, now there's another condition I want to do. I want it to check if here is a male, you should just put 1 here, else if it's not a male, you should put 0. So this is another one. I said if. All right, it's an if statement, it's a condition. If this is equal to male, I'll say comma, put 1 here, else make it 0. Then I'll close my parenthesis, I'll hit my enter. You can see, then if I click this and drag through, you will see for those places that we have male is going to be 1. All right, now for here you can see that this already is what? Is 0. Then I'll change this to a male and hit enter. You see how quickly that updated. All right, now this is a fun part of analysis. This is why I love what I do. Okay, this is for count male. All right, so I'll go to count female. The same thing I did is an if statement. I'll say if, then I'll give it a condition. If this is equal to female, all right, I put a comma. I say you should make it 1, else you should make it what? 0. Then I close, I hit my enter. You see that is 0. Now I'll click here and I'll drag through, undo. I'll click here and I'll drag through. Now you can see that. You can see for where this one has 1, this has 0, meaning that what we did was correct. And this is as simple as ABC. Then I can now come here. I'll say number of male. All right, then I'll just do another formula. I'll say sum. You should sum up everything that's here. Did you get that? Now I'll say number of females. All right, when I come here, I'll do this. I'll say sum. I'll hit this, then I'll click this and I'll press shift and click through that, and I'll hit the enter. Now you can see that what I did here is the same thing I did here. Now depending on your understanding of analysis. Now this is just to give us an insight, and you can see, just like joke, we are generating information that is making sense. Okay, now this is just the grassroots of analysis. Thank you very much. I won't be able to go further because of time factor, but my name is Francis Adegbe. You can search me on Google, you can search me on YouTube, you can search me on Facebook, you can search me on Twitter, you can search me on Instagram. My phone number is 070-6847-3984. You can call me 24/7. I'm always available to take your calls. I'm always available to give you a very nice consultation, walk you through, and give you an insight on how to go about analysis. All right. I also train. All right. I train individually. Now we've gone past the era of analog ideas. Now ideas have gone digital. You can be in the comfort of your home and you'll be an analyst for a big company somewhere in Europe. All right. Currently, I consult for like 4 different companies. I run analysis for them. The top of the game is GIZ. You can Google GIZ. Just type GIZ on Google. You get to know who they really are. They are German NGO in over 36 countries in the world and still counting. I am the analyst here in Nigeria, and I've been doing it since when I was in my 200 level in the university till date. So if you want to take a career path in data analysis and deep learning and data mining, trust me, Excel will give you a stone throw. If you have a mastery of Excel, how to automate things just the way I just did, trust me, you want to send me a message. I'm waiting for your message. Thank you very much. I remain my humble self, Francis Adegbe.